Today I want to talk about something we've all experienced at some point, feeling drained, overwhelmed, or even stuck because of the people, situations, and expectations we've surrounded ourselves with. My message today is simple: it's time to ghost everyone. Now, before you take that literally and block everyone in your contacts, let me explain. When I say ghost everyone, I mean it's time to step back, reflect, and prioritize yourself unapologetically. It's time to disconnect from anything that doesn't serve your growth, peace, or purpose. We live in a world that glorifies constant connection, social media, endless notifications, and the pressure to always be available can leave us exhausted. Sometimes we're so focused on keeping up with everyone else that we forget to keep up with ourselves. We allow toxic relationships, meaningless distractions, and societal expectations to take up space in our lives, and in doing so, we lose sight of who we are and what we truly want. What does ghosting everyone really mean? It's not about cutting ties or disappearing forever. It's about creating boundaries. It's about learning to say no to things that drain you and yes to the things that ignite your passion. It's about walking away from negative energy and stepping toward your own peace. When you choose to ghost, you're choosing yourself. You're choosing to leave behind the weight of constant validation, unhealthy connections, and unnecessary obligations. You're giving yourself permission to recharge, reflect, and rebuild. Take a moment to think about the things in your life that no longer serve you. Maybe it's a relationship that's gone stale, a job that no longer inspires you, or even your own toxic habits. Imagine how freeing it would be to let those things go. When you ghost, you're not running away, you're creating space for what matters. You're not being selfish, you're being intentional. You're not burning bridges, you're building boundaries. I challenge you to ghost the things and people that pull you away from your purpose. Prioritize your peace, chase your dreams, and reconnect with yourself. Because when you do, you'll realize that ghosting everyone isn't about losing connections, it's about finding yourself. In a world that constantly demands our attention, it's easy to lose sight of the one person who should matter most to you. Prioritizing yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. Think of yourself as a glass of water. When you keep pouring into others without refilling your own cup, you'll eventually run dry. You can't be your best self for others if you're running on empty. Prioritizing yourself means valuing your time, energy, and mental health above the expectations and opinions of others. It's about recognizing that your happiness, well-being, and goals deserve to take center stage in your life. Whether it's taking time for self-care, pursuing your passions, or simply saying no when you need to, prioritizing yourself is an act of self-respect. When you make yourself a priority, you'll notice a shift. Your decisions become clearer, your stress decreases, and you gain a deeper sense of fulfillment. You start to attract people and opportunities that align with the version of yourself that you're working to build. It's not about neglecting the people or responsibilities that matter to you, it's about finding balance. You can only give your best to others when you're at your best. By prioritizing yourself, you're not just investing in your own well-being, you're becoming a stronger, healthier, and happier version of yourself who can better show up for the world. Let this be a reminder you are worthy of your own time and attention. Your goals are valid. Your peace is priceless. It's time to unapologetically make yourself the main character in your own story. Prioritize yourself and watch your life transform. Setting boundaries is one of the most empowering acts of self-care you can give yourself. It's not about shutting people out, it's about deciding what you will and won't allow into your life. It's about drawing a clear line between what is healthy for you and what is not. Boundaries help protect your energy, time, and mental well-being, ensuring that you can thrive without being overwhelmed but taken advantage of. In a world that often praises constant availability and self-sacrifice, boundaries might seem selfish, but they're not. Boundaries are an act of respect, both for yourself and for others. When you set boundaries, you communicate your needs and priorities clearly. You let others know how to treat you while teaching yourself that your comfort and peace matter. Boundaries are not walls meant to keep people out. They are bridges that allow healthy connections to flourish. When you set and uphold your boundaries, you teach people how to value and respect your space. Remember, setting boundaries is not always easy. Some people may resist or challenge them, especially if they've been accustomed to you saying yes to everything. But staying firm in your boundaries is worth it. It's a declaration that your well-being matters. Boundaries create a life that aligns with your needs and values. They help you protect your energy for the things that truly deserve it. By setting boundaries, you give yourself the freedom to live intentionally, authentically, and unapologetically. So don't hesitate to draw those lines. They're not just protecting your peace, they're building your happiness. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to get lost in the constant stream of messages, notifications, and expectations. While technology and social media have allowed us to stay connected with others, they have also created an environment where distractions are constant and personal connections can feel shallow or even draining. In order to truly connect with others, and more importantly with ourselves, we sometimes need to disconnect from everything else. When I say disconnect to reconnect, I mean taking intentional breaks from the noise. Disconnecting isn't about rejecting technology or abandoning relationships. It's about reclaiming your time and energy to reconnect with what truly matters. It's about stepping back from the world's distractions to focus on your own growth, clarity, and peace.